Hey guys, this is Tad, your homestead provider. Well, it's April the 26th, 2025. This is our, and today we're doing our first chicken processing for 2025. I'm fixing to go gather up everything. We're going to get it going, get the process ready. I think we have around 45 birds to process today. I bought 60 originally. Lost several back whenever it was cooler, and had a couple of pests, or I guess coon or possum, get a couple of them too as well, as they was out in the field, which happens. You know, it's to be expected. I wish we didn't lose so many this time, but it is what it is. We have somewhere around 45 to do, so we're going to be doing that today. We also have a new face that's going to be helping us out today. Susan is a fan of the YouTube page. She watches most of my videos, and she reached out and asked if she could come learn the process and how we go through dispatching and cleaning and putting up all of our meat birds. And she's going to come help us out today as well. So looking forward to a little bit of help to do this. And also looking forward to teaching Susan the process of going through this, so she can potentially raise some herself and do the same thing. Something I want to mention, these meat birds I ordered, they come from a hatchery, a relatively local hatchery to me. And I've ordered from them a few times, and I got to thinking, I didn't ever see anywhere where they talked about vaccination, and if they do, if they don't. So a few weeks ago I emailed them. I'm like, hey, look, do y'all vaccinate for anything? And I did get a response, and they do vaccinate for a couple of different things, and you don't get the option to opt out. And I don't really remember it being in the description whenever I ordered them, like, hey, we vaccinate for so-and-so, and you don't have an option. That's kind of a downfall for me. So if you order your birds from a hatchery, your Cornish cross from a hatchery, I encourage you, before you do that, to email them like, hey, do you vaccinate for anything? And if so, do you have an option to opt out? Well, this particular hatchery did not give you that option to opt out, and they vaccinated them without me knowing it. So I will no longer be using that hatchery. Now, there is another local, I say local, not too far, hatchery that I emailed as well. It's like, hey, you know, do you vaccinate? Do you give the option? And they did say that they give the option, yes or no, to vaccinate or don't vaccinate for anything. I'm like, well, I will definitely be using you in the future. So I'll put a link down to Valley Farms Hatchery out of Muscle Shoals, Alabama, down in the description. I know for a fact that they give you an option, and if you don't want it, they will not do nothing. They will not vaccinate at all for you, which is what I want, because I don't want chicken that has been shot up with medicine, particularly vaccines. I know that they hadn't had antibiotics because I didn't give them, but the reason we do this is to make quality food that's not been shot up with all kinds of stuff and not been given antibiotics and all this stuff. So if you're a hatchery that happens to come across this channel and watch this video, give the option, because people like me and a lot of people that kill their own that process their own meat do not want chickens that's loaded up with all kinds of medicines. So that's my little rant for today. I've learned my lesson. We will not be using that particular hatchery anymore because of that, and it is unfortunate, because it is a lot more local to us, and it would be more convenient, but it is what it is. So that's my rant for today. We're going to go gather up all of our stuff and get set up to start processing.
everything that we kept for
right
somebody.
here,
Gizzards.
The gizzard, yeah.
them 2 areas right there on the sides, down in there, that's the heart. I mean, not the heart, the lungs.
Lungs.
Yeah.
They're like down in the,
And you have to
yeah, scoop them
scoop
out.
them
so,
out.
Yep.
So like here, we always use.
Do what?
The lung tool, not lung knife. The lung tool that you see advertised on.
I just use a finger.
I mean, it's
Saves.
the same purpose.
Yeah. Yeah. If you can get up under it, that's the main thing that just pops out, and it's no big deal. I wouldn't.
You can get it cool.
So once
Yeah.
yeah,
That's
the cooler
the easier it is.
the easier it is to get out.
That
That right there.
I personally
I'm
wouldn't
fixing
buy
to
it.
cut this off here. Okay. Then we'll take it over and we'll rinse it out real good and rinse it off, and then we'll put it in that ice bath.
Okay.
You got to.
You go up here pretty close.
Yeah, I'm gonna cut
And
this off.
cut the skin.
Get your fingers. You're good. That's your
What do you bring out?
It takes a little
like it
bit to
from
get
here.
used to.
Yeah.
We're supposed to really.
It's not got anything in it because he put
Well, you ain't
feet.
got to-
Yeah.
But that's your gizzard because.
My thing broke in half. My esophagus, is that what you're talking
Yeah.
about?
Which
Yeah,
is
it broke
okay.
in half.
But you won't get that off there when you do that first part.
Okay. And then cut this
Yep.
and pull them out. All of it I can pull.
See how clean that is?
And you'll get the rest of it out the back.
Now, I did, my esophagus is still sitting there, so I gotta get it out.
Go ahead and
See?
cut your neck because it's.
Still sitting there. It
Alright.
didn't come all the way out, so I'm gonna
Alright.
reach
And
in there
how
and
far
get it.
down in here did she cut this before?
Just
then she-
cut it around it. It's got
Okay.
a strand of meat around it.
Go ahead and pull the skin, cut the skin away from it too.
Yeah, I'll just take it and
Break it loose from it.
break it loose from it and run your knife right under that and just
Okay.
cut the skin. There
Okay.
you go. Now you just take and twist, just like that.
Sometimes it's easier sitting down. Trying to grab it.
Just like that. Now you got all that took care of there. So finish plucking it.
If you're gonna do it in mass, large quantity.
Right here is where I try to
Okay.
Oh yeah. You know what I'm saying? Doing it different.
just make a barely whole,
Rinse
and then
it.
just
Pull him up.
Yeah, that's
Well,
it.
and I've been looking for
Then
like,
you can
know,
go
those stainless steel
and
tables.
just start working
I'd
around
rather
it.
have one of those stainless steel tables.
Alrighty, so to wrap this video up a little bit here. So Susan and Vincent, I think, enjoyed themselves today. They learned, they got hands on how to go through processing the chicken from the beginning all the way to the end, even putting them packaging. So they are interested in getting some birds of their own and processing their own birds, which I do encourage, and I also encourage you to do it. You know, I learned the majority of how to do everything through YouTube videos, just like this right here. And I have posted a video in the past, start to finish, processing a Cornish cross chicken. And it's not no huge undertaking. If you're not processing a bunch of chickens, it's really no big deal. If you're wanting to do some just for your family, it's not that much of an undertaking to do. We process several, and we sell them to some individuals. And it helps pay for some of the feed, and that's the main reason we do it. And of course, we raise some for ourselves. But I enjoy teaching. I enjoy knowing exactly where my food come from, and I feel like as a society, we've lost touch with that. A lot of kids nowadays don't know anything other than going to the grocery store to get some chicken or get a steak. But I mean, once upon a time, that steak was in a field at some point, or in a lot of cases, a feedlot. We enjoy raising our own from the beginning to the end up on our farm, where we know what they've had, what they've took, and what they've been fed. No, like, we do not feed any antibiotics. At the beginning of this video, I talked about vaccines and chicken vaccines. I'm not interested in eating chickens that's been vaccinated. Therefore, we will not be buying from that hatchery that we've got some from in the past. We just won't do it, because I'm not interested in that, and I want it to be a pure bird. So anyway, that is the Saturday that we've been doing, processing chickens, and hope you enjoyed the video. I know Susan and Vincent did. I know she really enjoyed it. She was very gracious of us showing her the process, and she looks forward to continuing to do this herself, and even helping us, if we need help with anything. So anyway, that's all I got for now. If you're enjoying these videos, if you're liking this content, give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, because you never know what I'm going to be doing next. So this is Tad, your homestead provider. God bless.